Are we on?
Hello, people. It's warm, isn't it?
Very nice.
What I actually want to know is why are you here and why are you not outside having barbecues like all of our neighbours?
Yeah, I sort of saw Mick Burrows is on there. I thought he was having a barbie. No, but thank you for being there. We do appreciate that. Yeah, it would be very lonely and very disappointing. We'd be absolutely gutted if you weren't there. It's good to know you are. Shall we just make a start? Yeah, is that good?
Are you going to say who the song's for?
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to do. Yeah, the song it's a song called Mr. O'Malley. What we're going to start with, and it's off our very first album. We've got a couple.
It's actually not.
Well, it's sort of. Explain.
So the very first album that we did as Winter Wilson was called By the Skin of Our Teeth, and when we'd sold out of the first pressing of them, we thought we could do a better job, not with the recording quality, which was wonderful, but with the performance quality. So we re-recorded it and called it Second Skin, and we put this on it as a bonus track.
Yeah,
so there you go.
So just to make it fly out the garage, we put this on as a bonus track. But yeah, called Mr. O'Malley, and it's for Sandra Gialzi. Thank you for requesting this one. Mr. O'Malley, he knows all the locals, knows all the pretty girls, gives them the eye. He's always well dressed and he's always well spoken, walks with a cane and he wears a bow tie. Mr. O'Malley, he once lived in London, seen all the bright lights, and he'll tell you how he once met the Queen down at Buckingham Palace. She gave him a medal and of it he's proud. His house, it is spotless except for the bedroom. It's never been touched since his wife passed away. Says that she's gone to see friends down in Oxford. Sure, she'll be home in a couple of days. Mr. O'Malley, he likes to go dancing. He always buys tickets, but he won't go alone. He gives them to friends, he says he doesn't need them. They'll only be wasted, the wife's not yet home. And Mr. O'Malley, he eats at the station. He sits in a restaurant at a table for two. He books it for 10, but he'll never start eating until he is certain the last train is through. And then he smiles to the waitress, says maybe tomorrow. I'm sure that she's busy, there's so much to do. Picks up his cane, gets his coat, pays his bill, wanders up home alone, says that I'll see her tomorrow, I'm sure that I will. Mr. O'Malley, he knows all the locals, he knows all the pretty girls, gives them the eye. He's always well dressed and he's always well spoken, walks with a cane and he wears a bow tie.
Which one of us was that?
Bit of both, I think. Bit of
All
both.
right, okay.
Just sort of looking down the set list as we were singing that, and this is probably one of the most miserable sets we've ever going to have done.
And that takes some doing.
But thanks for the requests. It shows you're on our wavelength. This is a good thing.
A line in that song about he walks with a cane and he wears a bow tie. I always want to sing he walks with a cane and he wears a glass eye.
I know you do. Excuse me. Let me get another guitar.
It's it's just one of them things. Certain songs that have alternative lines that just sort of present themselves to you. And there's a Richard Shindell one. I'm not going to say it because it's rude, But Martin will be watching this later on, Martin and Elizabeth. When Martin asked for some Richard Shindell, we were very tempted. Is it the next best Western?
I think it might well be.
And
yeah.
it's "O Lord who watches over all the weary truckers."
We'll
yeah.
leave you to guess. We'll leave you to guess. I'm sure you can.
Yeah, it just, you can't help it, can you really?
Who we got?
Who we got? Oh, let's have a look. Who have we got?
Gail's there. Hi, Gail. Good to see you. Jim Creasy. I went busking last Saturday. I'll get a little plug in. We are raising money for Sleaford Larder, Sleaford Community Larder, the food bank, and also the Musicians Union the Musicians Hardship Fund. And me, Jim, and Knocker, my mate Knocker, Nice, Jim's dad, went busking last Saturday.
John Pratchett's watching. Sorry.
John.
Community Larder. Hello, John.
John Nige is a brilliant squeeze box player, and we just went into town down in Sleaford, socially distanced ourselves, sat around and belted out a few tunes for a couple of hours, which was really nice actually. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and we got just over 80 quid for the charity. So thank you very much and cheers, and good to know you're there, Jim.
Yeah. This week we sent about, I think it was £170 to the Musicians Hardship Fund and 250 odd to the Food Larder, because they got the busking money as well.
Yeah.
So that was great.
So
if
that's
anybody
going
does
well.
want to donate to those causes, you can go to our website. There are buttons on the homepage of the website to donate. There's also, you can just do it on PayPal, 123djw@gmail.com.
Or if you're local, just drop a sack of cash at the back door and promise it'll get there. Promise it will. This one, yeah?
Now, the chances of my being able to do this song without crying. This was requested by Chris Glenn. Hello, Chris and Richard. This is
another blast from the past.
Yeah, this is actually from Matter of Time, the second album that we recorded, and it's just thoroughly miserable. She sits at the table, drinking a wine, each glass going straight to her head. She says it's relaxing, it helps her unwind, as he lies awake in their bed. He counts back the days since he rolled in her arms, remembers the nights he'd succumb to her charms. They don't spot the warnings nor heed the alarms of a love slowly drifting away. He's away early morning, says he needs the hours with the kids and the mortgage to pay. She dresses the children, then takes them to school and works at the checkout all day. Back home slowly drifting away. He no longer remembers how she felt so alive. This material gain has them both so deprived. All the magic, the romance sailed away on the tide, and their love slowly drifted away. So now she sits at the table, drinking her wine, each glass going straight to her head. She says it's relaxing, helps her unwind, while he lies alone in his bed, both reminiscing of days long gone by. Time and again, both questioning why, through their greed and their anger, they both closed their eyes, and their love slowly drifted away. As their love slowly drifted away.
Excuse me.
Did anybody else see on the weather forecast this morning when they said the pollen count was going to be very high?
Hurrah.
They weren't lying. I hate
Oh.
hay fever.
Leslie Toner. Hello, Leslie.
Hello, Leslie. And Hugh,
Hugh,
or maybe Hugh.
yeah.
I don't know, one of you might be babysitting.
You never know. You never know.
Oh, you're not
Yeah,
allowed. Are you allowed to do that in Scotland yet?
I have no idea. God, kids have got to be looked after.
I
Yeah,
know,
that's
but
it.
it's all very confusing.
Gwen's there. Harry's there. Beautiful Harry. Yes, thank you.
Harry?
Sarah.
Oh, Harry. Sorry, I thought
Harry.
meant Harry. Lorraine Williams,
Sorry.
hi, hello. Oh, Ted
thank you.
and Sheila and all of those people.
It's lovely that we get a regular crowd watching every
Oh, hello,
every
Carol.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, hello Cleethorpes. I did see that. Yeah.
Hello, Cleethorpes.
Hello Cleethorpes.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's a bit Spinal Tap, that, isn't it? I quite like that. This trying to think what we've been up to. It's been so hot, hasn't it? The last couple of days, it's been really beautiful. We had some friends round yesterday, all socially distanced as well. Did all of that. Dave and Sue. Hope you're watching, Dave and Sue. It was lovely to see you. I've not seen them since
I don't know. January, February,
time,
something like that.
Yeah, it's been a
And
while.
they brought Donkey Poo.
Raw!
Get in.
Yeah, the rhubarb is going nuts down there as we speak. It's thriving. It was most welcome for the rhubarb.
What else have we had this week?
You bit of gardening. Been doing quite a bit of gardening.
Yeah. Thanks for the wheelbarrow back.
Yeah, we've got the wheelbarrow. Thank you, son.
Too late, but thank you.
Yeah, it's there now. It's all
I cleared, you know where your grass can grow over the path, and it was growing over the path at the front of the house by the road, so I cleared it, and I was rolling up, because it's been a few years to be fair, rolling
I don't
up
think it's ever been
like
properly done,
this
to be fair.
width of turf that was growing across the path, and then I thought, I'll just take that down the back of the garden, I'll go and get the wheelbarrow. Wrong.
If you by the way, I was out on my Halfords Rocket bicycle at the time. I was having a bit of a whiz round, getting a bit of exercise in, and I came back to a bit of a rollicking. But that's life, isn't it? That's one of those things. This song, it's called Captain Dexter, and somebody ordered the album Footprints last week, only for us to find out that we've still got it on the website but not got any of those albums left. Should you want the album, I mean, if you don't do downloads and things like that, let us know and we'll burn you a copy.
Well, that's actually what we did, isn't it?
Which is what we finished up doing. But you can get it on iTunes and all the and the Amazon download things and all of that sort of stuff as well. Or you can get it on Spotify if you want to give us 0.0000001p. That'd be great. Thank you very much indeed.
Only if you play it a dozen times.
Yeah, as long as you play it a lot.
So yeah, the album Footprints. For any of you who don't know, it's all based around the West Banks area of Sleaford, the town where we live, and it's based on the writings of a man called David Smith. We've done a couple of songs from the album in these sessions already, haven't we?
Yeah.
But this one is Westgate, which runs along behind West Banks. Westgate used to have a lot of pubs.
Oh, it did, yeah.
It's got one now. It hasn't got one. We've got one. I was thinking that the Rose, as was Watergate Yard, but that's not. That's on West Banks.
No, there is a building what used to be a pub, but I think that street used to have about 7 pubs, and it's not got one on there now.
One of them was called the Queen, and somebody who was a regular in the Queen was a man who ran a boat, a flat-bottomed boat pulled by a horse along the River Slee from Sleaford out to Boiling Wells or Bully Wells, where there was a lime pit.
Quarry.
Yeah, and he would bring the lime back into town for burning and for use in whatever they used lime for.
There was a lime kiln, if you know Sleaford, opposite where the Electra Club is now, where the Jehovah's Witness Kingdom Hall is. There used to be a lime kiln there at one time. And the kids, Mr. Dexter, who had the boat, the kids all used to call him Captain. This is back in the late 1800s, by the way. And the kids used to call him Captain. And I wrote a song for Captain Dexter. Give my regards to Captain Dexter. Tell him I'm asked after his health. And there's a pint for him I paid for at the Queen. Does he still have that old boat tied up by the ash? Is he still making a living as a slave? Oh, I remember as a boy skipping school one afternoon to sail with him upriver to Bully Wells. He taught me where to look for fish and what best to catch them with, and I promised him, my friends, I wouldn't tell. Some say he'd never been to sea. I really didn't care a jot. For me he was a sailor, brave and bold. I loved the stories that he'd tell, and I'd hang on every word. I didn't care if they were true or not. Enjoy your pint, good Captain Dexter, for I've travels of my own. Though I was born here, this town's no longer home. Give my regards to Captain Dexter. Tell him I'm thinking of him still. Tell him you met the boy who lived in Westgate Mill. Tell him you met the boy who lived in Westgate Mill.
So that's sort of our nod to Martin Carthy, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, I had a bit of a Carthy moment, I think, when I was doing that, apart from all the mistakes on the guitar, that is. But it was written from the point of view of did you mention David Smith?
No, well, I mentioned him, but I didn't say it was written from his point of view.
David Smith was a lad who lived in Westgate Mill when it was there. It's now a block of flats. Well, on the site of a block of flats. and it was from David Smith's writing that the album Footprints came about.
Hello, Michelle, as well, and thank you, Ari, for your nice comments. It's good. This I'm getting into I'm getting into reading without my glasses on, which is why I keep them.
Kip's, I mean, apologies for the knees, but it is really nice and sunny, and it's been lovely today. And Kip's put the posh summer frock on. A slight fashion faux pas. She's got a baffies on. Don't look.
Only people north of the border or who come from north of the border will know what baffies are. Slippers. I call them baffies.
A few weeks ago, she had the posh red shoes. It's gone downhill somewhat.
Yeah, I'm sitting down. I've got my baffies on. It's just what you do.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say something, but it's gone.
I'm sure you'll think of something else.
I'm sure I will. Yeah, well, we've done all these sessions, Live from the Lounge sessions. This is number 13. We haven't repeated a song yet, and this is the first time I've repeated a dress.
Is it?
I think I might have repeated a t-shirt. You've had those knees nearly every week, haven't you?
I've had these knees all my life, actually.
They haven't always looked like that, though.
I had considerably more of them when I was born. Various bits have been removed from both of them, but
Yes.
at the moment, touch wood, they're both still working, but I wouldn't say working well.
Talking of which, I did go running this morning. It was too hot. It was breezier than I was expecting, and I wasn't feeling brilliant. So I didn't run very much, and I didn't run very far, but I made the effort.
You got out there,
I
you
did.
got your trainers on, and you got stuck in. That's the good
Yeah,
thing.
oh, Sue Freebury's watching.
Oh,
And Neil and
Sue.
Kay Dawson are there as
You
well.
okay?
Richard Luca.
James? Is James there? James Ibbins? I just saw a sign
Well,
there.
James is there as well, yeah.
Fucking
Teresa
bloke.
Quinn. Gosh, good old crowd there. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Love to Anne-Marie, James.
Yes.
Yeah, been too long, mate. Been too long.
Sorry. We just have some wonderful memories of Anne-Marie.
Corporate
Corporate flip-flop, anybody, yes. Anne-Marie comes from Dublin. We apologise for the accent,
but anyway.
she did receive some corporate flip-flops once.
It's a
And,
long story, maybe for another time.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah,
so...
the song, yeah.
Yeah, this song always makes me think of our lovely friends Rowena and Eddie. She it's one of those songs you can take from it what you will, really. And I took it, Dave wrote it, I took it as a song of lost love. And Ro, I guess because she's a caring mother, took it as a woman whose son has moved away from home. Take it however you like. It's called These Are the Things.
Yeah, so answers on a postcard, but you don't do that these days, do you? Just stick a comment on there and see what you think.
I get a card on my birthday, arriving without fail, sending me best wishes, and a bouquet by the mail, roses and chrysanthemums. You know I like them best. The card goes in a shoebox, the flowers are all pressed. These are the things, the silly things, the stupid things I do. These are the things that matter whenever I think of you. There's a shirt hangs in the wardrobe. It's keeping you close by. Photo in the bedroom has me gazing in your eye. It's clear you'll never leave me, You were all around this place. But when I lie in my bed at night, all I hold is empty space. These are the things, the silly things, the stupid things I do. These are the things that matter whenever I think of you. I find it hard not to phone you. It's because I know you care. You have a different life to lead. It's taken you elsewhere. Sometimes I wish something would happen so that I could cry for help. You could be my Superman. Oh, how Lois Lane must have felt. These are the things, the silly things, the stupid things I do. These are the things that matter whenever I think of you. These are the things, the silly things, the stupid things I do. These are the things that matter whenever I think of you. These are the things I do.
I remember doing that song years ago, and Trev Mayfield, I don't know if you're watching, Trev and Becky, thanks for watching, I know you often do. Trev having a little dig at me for putting chrysanthemums in a song. But,
Well, also, because
it's great.
chrysanthemums are actually my least favourite flowers. Not as plants in the garden, fine, but
Oh, right.
chrysanthemums in a bunch of flowers. Firstly, you know,
They're
they're
personal, you know, it just
no,
sort of
I know,
fitted.
but they, you know, they come in the service station bouquets, which some of
They're
you will
wonderful.
know how I feel about them, but they're always the blue chrysanthemums. But the other thing with chrysanths is that because I lived in France for quite a while, it was absolutely knocked into us as Brits arriving in France. If you're invited to somebody's house, and by all means take flowers, take chocolates, whatever, but if you're taking flowers, under no circumstances do you take chrysanthemums, because chrysanthemums are funeral flowers. They're the sort of French equivalent of white lilies here.
But white lilies wouldn't have rhymed anyway, so chrysanthemum sort of fitted in. That's why I did it. You know, I've just seen a comment here from Sheila. Sheila Reid, aesthetically and musically coordinated this evening. Loving the matching outfits. Was it planned? Of course, it was planned, Sheila. We discussed the outfits much longer than we do the set list. That is a fact. No, it wasn't actually.
I hadn't realised. Mind you, we're not as coordinated as we would have been a couple of hours ago before I had a shower, because I've shaved my legs now. It would have been even
not
better
bothered shaving mine.
coordinated. And
No.
I'm just, Michelle, sorry about
Brilliant.
that song. Hadn't realised, but yes.
Result, yeah, I've just seen the comment there from Michelle Carter. What a beautiful song. I'm now in floods. I just feel that I've achieved something if somebody's broken down and cried in one of our gigs. It happens a lot, not always for the right reasons, but I'm hoping that was for the right reason that time, Michelle.
It was, because it's a really, really sad song.
Yeah, well, talking of which.
Oh gosh, so this song, this is for Sue Bryant, but I know Roger loved this one as well. There was one particular night, many years ago, where we 6 of us, you and me, Sue and Dave Bryant and Roger and Sue. We went to the Willoughby Arms in Castle
We were playing a gig there.
We were playing, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was your birthday, I think.
I have no idea. Yeah, it was, because there was cake.
There was
I remember Sue made cake.
Yeah.
Wonderful
And
chocolate.
all of our friends, by the way, you don't have to be called Sue, but it does help. We do have quite a lot of friends called Sue.
Some of the blokes as well.
Yes, dear.
Johnny Cash did a song about that.
Yes, dear.
Carry on.
Have you finished?
No.
Oh, I didn't think so. Anyway, yeah, we went to the Willoughby Arms and to do this gig, and we sang this song, and then found out that in the pub there was a group of youngsters, one of whom was on crutches, wasn't he? And they'd been involved in a car crash, and there was one of them missing. Just put it that way. And this song is sort of, well, it's for them. It's called Fragile Life.
This just could not get any
God,
worse now,
drink
could it?
more beer.
Oh,
for God's sake.
Man. Oh, well, I've got to do it now.
I said this could go really well as well, because I haven't actually had anything to eat except half a bowl of fruit
It'll
today.
be fine.
So.
It'll be fine.
Michelle, if you're listening, don't tell Jenny that. She'll be mad. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm waiting, mate. I'm ready. Sunshine's disappeared, clouds rolling. I haven't felt so low since I don't know when. Not long ago I thought I'd had it all then. Such a fragile life we lead. So we make excuses, who to blame? There's no one but yourself, the facts remain. It's no use looking anymore, it's all the same. In this fragile life we lead. Whether or not you go now, whether or not you stay, whether or not doesn't matter anymore. There's nothing left to say. And so the circle slowly turns again. There's no escaping as the wheels close in. The more I question, the less I understand of this fragile life we lead. What lies around the corner I dare not ask. These eyes avoid the future, shielded behind this mask. There's no tomorrows when you're haunted by your past. In this fragile life we lead. It's such a fragile life we lead. Whether or not you go now, whether or not you stay, whether or not doesn't matter anymore. There's nothing left to say. Whether There's nothing left to say. No, nothing left to say. That was up the first album as well, wasn't it? Fragile Life.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
I just said that's 3 guitars in one set.
Oh
you've
no,
used. It just
where you can, it just makes life easier.
yeah. Sorry, I'm just going back to have a look on here now. What have we got? Oh. Well, some people on here whose names I don't know, which is lovely.
She's got her glasses just there.
Oh.
Her nose is practically touching the screen.
I know, which is a bit daft, really. Oh, there we go.
Point.
Oh, Karsten's there. Sarah. Hello, Sarah.
I just seen Sheila's comment. It's always sad when there's nothing left to say. Believe me, we have got plenty to say, as always.
Oh, Andy. This is our Andy. This is the Winter Wilson we all love. Miserable.
Pam
Yep.
Loveridge. Hello, Pam. Teresa Martin. Oh, brilliant to see you. Kathy's there as well. Pam and Teresa, 2 old workmates. I think I saw Jan was there as well. Jan Miles was there earlier on. Lovely folks. Great to know you're out there. Hope you're all doing all right.
Neil and Kay Dawson as well.
Oh, brilliant.
Seen you both. And Sue
Yeah.
Freebury. Did I say you before, Sue? Sorry. But anyway, hello to all of you anyway.
Yeah, we shall.
It's very marvellous. We're happy to have you.
We'll see Neil and Kay in August next year, if all goes well.
Yes.
More a festival. Anyway, yeah, enough of this misery. We'll cheer you up for one, then we'll take you back down again. Doesn't matter what's on TV after this. It's going to seem great. It's going to seem so.
It's going to seem really happy, isn't it? So this song, we did. I always remember we used to do this song and get the audience to join in. So you're on, folks.
Yeah, I was going to say back in the days when we had an audience.
Back in the days we had an audience where we could see them as well as them seeing us.
Yeah.
And it needs like finger clicking or percussion or something and some ba-da-da-dums. But I have 2 very special memories of doing this song. One was at
Swanage.
that's the second one, yeah.
Ah, right.
The other one was at Northwich Folk Club, and where we should have been playing.
Should have been there, yeah.
But anyway,
A few weeks back, I think it was in May.
right.
I think.
Anyway, we were there, and it was one of those where it was looking like it was going to be a really, really quiet night. And then all of a sudden it was like the bus had arrived.
Hurrah.
And it was heaving, and they had to put stools across the back. And when we did this song, I was telling the story about Swanage.
Yeah.
And all the oldies sat on the stools at the back, giving it this. It was great.
About half a dozen gents of a certain age really getting into it, weren't they?
Yeah. But the Swanage one, we said that we actually needed, our Pans People equivalent.
Pans People, eh?
Hey, get me. I'm down
God,
with the
I
kids,
loved
me.
Pans People.
I bet you did, yes.
I'll explain later, son. If my lad's watching this, he won't know anything about Pans People.
But anyway, we explained at Swanage Festival, and it was an afternoon concert in the main marquee, and they opened it to the public. Or they did at that time, I don't know what they do nowadays. So it was a free concert so that the people of the town would come in and see what the festival was about. And there was a group of teenage girls, and they were on at the front, and they were giving it the full and really going for it. And then after our set, I was at the merch table, and this young lass came up and she said she'd got some money off her mum to buy one of our albums because she thought we were brilliant, and she said, "You should be on X Factor." And I didn't even try to explain why we shouldn't.
Never in a million.
But there we go.
This is the song, Butterflies.
It's your bit.
That's the bit.
Butterflies, can you not see what it is you do to me? Every time my sweetheart comes round. Butterflies, why do you come? Steal starts to beat a little faster. I feel I go weak at the knee. Practice every day these words I long to say, but every time I catch his eye, stutter and my tongue gets tied. Oh, butterfly eyes, can you explain why you're messing with my brain every time my sweetheart comes around? Da-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-dum. Oh, da-da-da-dum. Da-da-da-dum, da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. I love him so, but how will he ever know when it's as much as I can do to raise a smile? Every day's the same. How on earth do I explain? Words don't come easily. Butterflies, you're teasing me, oh, butterfly eyes, can you explain why you're messing with my brain every time my sweetheart comes around? Butterfly, so there you go. That was the cheerful one.
Now we've got to... No, we haven't.
No, we haven't. No.
Oh, dream to get... Yeah, of course. I'm on the same guitar. I've got quite good into the habit of changing guitars in between songs.
It's people who used to turn up at folk clubs to do a 3-song floor spot with 4 different guitars.
You never know who's watching. You never know who's watching.
Oh, I'm going to find out now.
It would be great. I'd love it. You know, if you go see Springsteen or somebody like that, and he finishes one song, and somebody comes rushing out from the back with another guitar, and they hand him the guitar and take the other one off him. I'd love that to happen. Be great. We'll get somebody around here one week just to do that. We've got a sofa just over there. We'll get somebody to sit on there, and then just hand me the guitar. I'd feel great.
You'd feel validated.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Harry Collins. Hello, Harry.
Hey up, H.
And Sal Cockrell.
Sal there.
Yeah,
we were
Sal's
just
there.
talking about pubs on Westgate. God, we had some happy times in the
Oh,
Marquis.
Sal used to, for anybody who doesn't
Well,
know,
you
Sal
were
used
there.
to be the landlady of the Marquis West.
Yeah, love to spend.
Yes.
And Messi.
Yes.
Messi's the dog, by the way. It's
yeah.
It's not one of the kids.
No, Messi is the dog. Oh, Patricia and Amarati as well.
Oh,
Hello,
Patricia.
Patricia.
Yeah, thanks for the gig.
Yeah. Oh gosh, Karen Kenny as well.
Oh, Karen.
Hi, Karen. Karen, anybody's looking to get CDs pressed? Karen
Yeah.
is your person. Contact us.
Go.
We'll let you know. Who else is on there? And Michelle's telling me off for not wearing my glasses as well. I know, but see, the thing is.
Yeah, Karen's mentioned Hot Gossip. I mean, they took it to a different level as well, didn't they? Oh, man.
Oh, God. Okay, so, yeah, now this is for Sue Cook. God. This
Sorry.
is... Go on, what?
I just seen a post from my lad Andy. Get an ear thing, then you know you've made it, Pops. He's desperate for me to have one of them in-ear monitors. That was it, yeah. The state of my hearing, it would make a lot of difference.
No,
but,
I've
yeah.
got ear things. I wear them when I'm running. He bought me them for Christmas.
I mean, if Andy was wearing them, they'd fall out. His ears are upside down. But anyway.
You know how sometimes you say something on the spur of the moment and then it carries on. How old's Andy? 36 this year.
He's my
He's
youngest,
35
yeah.
now. He's the baby, yeah. It must be nearly 20 years ago that I pointed out to somebody that Andy's ears were upside down.
Yeah.
But they are. So you got really tiny ears.
Well, you know.
Andy's are just upside down.
We'll do a song.
Let's do a song.
We've ripped the family apart enough, I think, already. The poor kid's scarred as it is, but hey-oh. Yeah, dreaming again. There's a lot of these songs. Not all of them, but a lot of them. I can just remember vividly writing them, even though many of them were written many, many years ago. And this is one such song. I was on holiday in France, and a camping holiday with the kids.
This was before we were together.
It was, yeah. And everybody was sat around writing postcards, and it gave me the idea of a song, and I came up with this song lyric, just keeping it all cheerful.
Thought of writing you a letter. I thought of taking the easy way out. Thought it might make things better. But then I started having my doubts. That's not me, that's not my style. I thought we might sit and talk for a while. You'd say I'm sorry, you'd say it's okay. But I think much too much, and it looks like I'm dreaming again. Looks like I'm dreaming again. Looks like I'm dreaming again. Hey, look at me, I've got time on my hands. Oh, I've got hours and hours to spare. Just think of the things I could do. But what's the point when you haven't got someone to share all the laughter, the fun and the games? Time wasted, it's a crying shame. We might find someone who's feeling the same. Looks like I'm dreaming again. Looks like I'm dreaming again. Looks like I'm dreaming again. But with each passing day, I believe I'm getting better by the minute. Soon I'll be feeling okay. You know I'm certain that I'm winning. I can start again. Turn a new page and we'll still be friends. But then, oh, but then, looks like I'm dreaming again. Looks like I'm dreaming again. Looks like I'm dreaming.
Don't live your life with your head
I
in the
must be
sand.
dreaming.
Don't criticize what you can't
Perhaps I'm
understand.
dreaming.
These mixed emotions, they're hard to
Looks like I'm
describe.
dreaming.
You wanna see truth? Take a look in these eyes. I'm dreaming.
Looks like I'm dreaming.
I think I'm dreaming.
I must be dreaming.
I must be dreaming again.
That's been a long time and it was all there.
Was all there, yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry, Andy. I've just realised people are requesting photos of Andy's ears now.
Andy's comment, they're not upside down, they're lovely and perfect like the rest of them.
They are, mate. They are. They're great.
Oh,
As ears go.
I Andy's 21, yeah, right.
Mm.
Oh, Tom and Ali Bowman are on now. Oh, that's
Ah,
because
Tom
the
and
folk programme on Radio Lincolnshire's finished now.
Mhm. Oh yeah, that's bad news, isn't it? I mean, Doug Welsh on BBC Radio Kent, his programme's gone, and as has
Johnny
Johnny
Coppin's
Coppin
programme.
down in
Gloucestershire.
Gloucestershire.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
write to your local BBC and demand that they bring their folk programmes back. That's not a problem you have in Scotland, Kay and Neil and Leslie and Hugh and that, because BBC Scotland has some amazing like travelling folk and lots of other great folk
they really
programmes.
support the tradition of it up there. It's, don't know what it is about England, but hey ho.
Yeah.
It'll keep going. It's always just keeps bubbling under the surface, as it always has done, which is probably a good thing. But it is a shame when the BBC starts slashing the programmes.
Yeah,
like
Genevieve Tudor, she's been moved off temporarily.
that. Yes,
You know, but you know there are some really good people putting a lot of work into keeping the tradition current on the radio, and this is the second time the BBC have
At the moment,
axed it all.
our local BBC Radio Lincolnshire, they've still got theirs on there with Tom Lane and Tim Walker, and I do hope they keep supporting it.
Yeah.
Really do. They've been incredibly good to us.
They have.
Well, anyway, just one thing. We had an order for a CD just before we actually came on here this evening. It's not one of ours, so we're going to give it a plug. Ian and Jill and Ian, it was ordered this album. It's an album of people who wrote and performed songs that Vin Garbett actually made relatively famous as they will ever be, I guess. And our mate Graham Knights, I always want to say Graham, Graham Knights put this CD together, and he's raising money for, is it Macmillan Cancer Relief?
Yeah.
Macmillan Cancer Relief. And should you want a copy, all of the proceeds are going to the charity. Give us a shout. There's some great stuff on here. You've got Bob Fox on here. You've got us on here. You've got Flossie Malyaville. You've got Jez Lowe, Phil Millichip, Margaret and Bob Fagan, Keith Hancock, and Eric Bogle, Martin Wyndham Reed, John Blanks, and Mark Addison, two local blokes. Should you want one of them,
they're £10.
£10. Put a donation onto the PayPal thing, but just put Vin CD on it, and we'll get one out to you, and we'll get the money to Graham.
Yeah.
And on that note, that's the last one.
Yeah, and if anybody does want copies of any of our songs, obviously all the CDs are available, well, except for Footprints, A Matter of Time, which there aren't any physical copies of those now.
Get them on download.
Yeah, as we say, if you do want them and you don't have the download thing, we'll burn you one off and send you a photo, a print of the cover so you can get the lyrics and everything.
Yeah.
Just give us a shout. Other than that, we'll see you next week.
Yeah,
it's covers again next week.
Back on covers, so keep the requests coming.
Because last week we learned a load of new songs, and I actually really enjoyed it. It was good fun.
It was quite a challenge.
It was really a bit of a car crash at times.
It was, but I mean, we do that with the ones we know, so it's not the end of the world. But we'll leave you with this. Trying to make amends now after taking the mickey out my lad. It's called I'll Never Get to Heaven because I can't afford the fare, and it's requested by our lad Andy. We'll see you next week.
Can I just say, Sarah's watching in Dunedin. Hello.
Oh, hello Dunedin. Yeah, we had a few from New Zealand last week watching. It was great. Yeah.
Anyway,
I saw a man on the TV singing praise to the Lord. He's taking credit card donations. Give me all you can afford. Got a house you can sell, son. I've done that wrong.
yeah.
Did you know this is the one I didn't print the lyrics off? Thinking I knew it.
You're
a long time dead, son. Yeah.
You're a long time dead.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
Start it again. You've got the guitar bit right as well now.
I bet he's laughing his head off now.
But his ears are the right way up.
I saw a man on the TV singing praise to the Lord, take your credit card donations. Give me all you can afford. Well, you're a long time dead son. Got a house that you can sell. If you don't put up the cash, boy, you know you're gonna run in hell. I'll never get to heaven. Don't believe it's fair. Never see the pearly gates of St. Peter waiting there. When it comes to my redemption, haven't got a prayer. I'll never get to heaven, 'cause I can't afford the fare. Looks like I'm a loser. My soul is gonna burn. You see, it's not a bad religion, but it's how much you can earn. There's a stairway to eternity, and it's paved with solid gold. If you don't put up the cash, boy, you're gonna leave you in the cold. I'll never get to heaven. Don't believe it's fair. Never see the pearly gates of St. Peter waiting there. When it comes to my redemption, haven't got a prayer. I'll never get to heaven, 'cause I can't afford the fare. Oh, I can't afford the fare. Jesus, he's been good to me. I suffered for my faith. Never been that easy, but the Lord, he kept me straight. He's given me a limousine, I have up in the hills. Pays for all my holidays and picks up all my bills. I'll never get to heaven. Don't believe it's fair. I'll never see the pearly gates of St. Peter waiting there. When it comes to my redemption, haven't got a prayer. I'll never get to heaven, 'cause I can't afford the fare. No, I can't afford the fare. I can't afford the fare. Never get to heaven, 'cause I can't afford the fare. What was that about, a car crash?
Indeed.
Indeed. See you next week. We'll hop onto Facebook now and catch up with all the comments and get back to you where we can. Thanks ever so much for being there. We do appreciate
We
it.
do, and please let us have any requests for covers for next week.
Yeah.
We like a challenge.
And if you want to donate, as we say, the buttons are there on the website.
And our CDs are on the website as well.
Yeah, that'd be great.
There you go.
Good to see you. Thanks
Good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.